What's good, everybody? What's good? Welcome to the Judge's Table Experience, where anything goes. Let me quit playing, man. What's good, everybody? What's good? Oh, that's my track, man. I swear that shit has me down every time, bro. Every time, bro. It's so fitting for certain fighters, bro. I know who I am. I'm the dude that's playing a dude that disguises as another dude. Swear to God, tell me that's not fitting for some of these fighters, but we know you really not that. Whew. Man, before we get into this, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Don't be a hater. Don't be a hater, man. Look, do that on your own time. You know what I mean? When you're sitting there looking at the mirror, hating yourself, don't take it out on everybody else. You know what I mean? But we gonna keep it moving. What's good, everybody? I see Casino to walk his ass up in this thing, man. What's going down, everybody? Salutes to the true subscribers, man. I definitely gotta get it up. Everybody that's pulling through, man. I see y'all coming there slowly but surely. Hitting that like button. Mark, I see you, baby. I see you. Oh, they finally start putting that crown stuff on my chat, I see. Oh, okay, that rank. That's something new, man. I've been seeing on everybody else's, but it hadn't hit mine. That's what's up. Or at least I wasn't able to see it if y'all were able to see it. But that's what's up. I like that. I ain't gonna stunt. Help keep the chat moving. What y'all been up to, man? You know what I'm talking about? We got stuff to talk about from this weekend. People opinions, and then we got this weekend coming up, bro. This weekend coming up. That's where we might start this weekend coming up. But first and foremost, man, rest in peace to Sweet Pea Whitaker. Today is the day he died, man. Real spit, man. It's missing. Oh, no, it ain't. Give my man a 10 bill count, man. One of the best that did it. The one that people like to try to forget, but I ain't going to let you forget him. King of defense, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, if you're a true boxing fan, you know what that man was about. You know what I'm saying? That was one of few boxers that could show you boxing at its purest form, right? Land punches when they was meaningful. The of my time make you miss and make you pay, right? And that's one of the ones that made me really fall in love with the sport. That shit was magical that he did, right? But a lot of you YNs and you know, y'all don't know shit. And I'll just say y'all don't. Like y'all just want to fight. But bro, make a dude miss and he can't touch you is a whole nother level. And when you want to land, you get to land, bruh. That's that deal. That's what boxing is. You know, it ain't just fight. It ain't called fight. It's called boxing for a reason, man. Bro, nonetheless, I ain't gonna harp on that. We don't get on that, and I ain't gonna drill you haters like that until a little bit later. Stay around. I'm gonna get you a little bit later. But excuse me. Damn, cord. Man, I need a shirt on. This cord irritates me. But nonetheless, this PBC card is like $90, I think it is. This weekend, I just want to ask a question. Are y'all gonna pay for that? I'm not. And y'all know I pay for everything. I get every card. I watch them all at the same time. I just can't. I'm saying this now, you know, Yeah, $90, bro. Like that shit crazy, bro. I'm not paying, man. Look, bro, I love Pac-Man. I love it. And I ain't gonna lie, I want Pac-Man to win. Shit. I ain't gonna stunt, bro. Y'all act like Barrios that deal or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Cool Breeze, what's happening? You know, y'all act like y'all Barrios that deal. I mean, I don't Barrios not that dude, man. Y'all forgot his last fight? Like the fight before that? Like Pac really ain't got a chance against this guy, man. Now we go by what should happen. Yeah, he should win. Barrios should win. But I don't know if he will win. And then the other court, man, I'm not sold, bro. Like if it was free, I would definitely watch it. But you know, if you got last weekend card and if you was smart, you got the combo deal where you got both fights for under under $50. So I'm definitely getting them watching Usyk, Dubois, and that Benn fight. Now, if somebody is happily streaming, I might buy it to my guy Notion. Shout out to Heavy Bag TV. Well, my boy say Fire Sticks Unite. I might. I don't have one, but I might find somebody with one. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is. Jabang 70, what's happening, man? Yeah, I ain't got too much to say about it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even know. I'll only fight on there for real. I really want to see that I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna miss is Pitbull Cruz and my guy. I forgot his name, but it's their second fight. That fight was outstanding. I would like to see that fight, but it's 90. No. Good thing about Amazon, y'all catch me the next day and I will be watching it. And I will do my own day late reaction live. So Sunday, I will do a reaction to it live while I'm watching it. That's the good thing about Amazon Prime. It was the first day kind to do it. Thank you, Amazon. It is what it is. So after it's over, it should be on there, hopefully. If not, you go find it. I'm going to find it somewhere. It is what it is. I'm not shitting on it. It's just $90 though, bro. Like, do you not know the demographic of the competition you up against? Like, why didn't you like say if it was 60, I might have been like, you know what? You might get me. You know, not man, you busting 100, bro. Like, nah, bro, that ain't it. I can't get with it. I'm sorry. I know a lot of y'all like Slick, man. Look, y'all know me, bro. Y'all know me. I'm telling you, those who know me, those who are not new that are watching and participating, y'all know I get them all. I get them all, bro. I get them all. But this one kind of throwing me off. This is just a grab, you know, whatever. And it's just, yeah, bro. No, bro. It got to be really on that card to really draw me in. Because the main event, not it. Like that Shakur Steve, like the Jake Paul. Nah, I wasn't finna get that. That ain't it, bro. It wasn't nothing on it that like said, Slick, you gotta have it. You gotta have it. You know? Yeah. No. But that Usyk Dubois, yeah, I'm on that. I'm on that. And that Bam, yeah, I'm like Cafu. I'm on that. I'm on that. You can't beat it, bro. You can't beat it with a stick, bro. Great boxing at a cheap rate. I'm not mad at it, even though I know it's gonna keep going up and up. I don't care what Turkey say. He finna keep raising these fucking prices, goddamn. My boy started at $22, then it went to $24. Now we at buy this grab bag and get both of them for $46. Yeah, it's finna keep going up. But until it get to where I can't stand, I'm gonna keep getting them. Salute to Turkey, goddamn me, straight up, 100%. Salute to Turkey, man, for making it all possible. For right now. Let me get my spiel out. Make sure y'all hitting that like. Hit that subscribe. Hit your boy get that 2,000. Let me get my spiel out, man. It's amazing. It's very, very amazing. And I want to put a caveat out there. I don't think the performance, we are finna talk about Shakur. I'm sorry. I should start there. We don't talk about the Shakur fight. It's the Pater fight. I don't think that fight for me, okay, made me look at Shakur like he's king. Is he top of the 135? Yeah. Did he show that he could fight? Yeah. Did I like that? Fuck nah. Part of that is probably because I'm a man's man. I don't play into what other people say, right? Unless it's gonna benefit me, right? And who am I to say that wasn't gonna benefit him? That probably had to happen to benefit his career. What's up, bro? What's good? Boxing kangaroo, round one, and everybody else crept up in here. Yeah, like I said, maybe that did benefit his career to prove to because the casuals do make the boxing world go round now. But I felt like it should have been a healthy medium there. And let me explain what I mean. If you got ongoing traffic, right, two-way street, and you take the lines off that motherfucker, you're gonna catch shit running into each other, right? No lights on the street, no nothing, just they gonna run into each other because ain't no guidance, right? And that's how I felt like the approach of Shakur fight was. I'm just gonna go head on with the traffic, right? I'm gonna pander to the fans. I'm gonna give them what they want, and they can't say nothing. Now, here's the thing about people in general. It don't matter what the fuck you do. If they don't like you, they don't fucking like you. Simple and plain. And what I mean by that is boxing is made up of so many different styles. And I'm going to tell you where I got this from. Just from rapping people, my family members and things like that and so forth. Some people were more entertained with the Matias and the Matias fight. And I just went blank my old boy name, man. Start with a P. But anyway, that I know was more entertained with that fight than the other fight. And then there was some I was talking to didn't know what the hell they was looking at. So it don't matter. It don't matter. If you go out there, put your career on the line, trying to be something, I'm not going to say that you're not, because he did show that he could fight. But you did also show that at the same time, that's not where you're truly comfortable at. He didn't get comfortable doing it till after the 6th. Now I done rewatched the shit. Right? I done rewatched it. About the 5th or 6th round, he got comfortable, and it was like, damn. Okay, this dude, Zepeda can't fuck with him. Now, whether that was Zepeda getting tired, I don't give a fuck. All the excuses is out there. Oh, Zepeda was getting tired, and that's why he was getting that off. I don't give a fuck. It's all strategy, and it's part of boxing. Now, it ain't my fault if you get tired. Fuck all that. All the arm punches that Zepeda was throwing, things like that, whatever. He didn't land as much. I'll tell you that. Zepeda didn't land as much as he normally do. He threw about 900 something punches. He didn't hit the 1,000 mark, but he didn't land as much either. It got to count for something. But see, that's for me. I understand when the fans are saying, X, Y, and Z, because when you go from Deontay Wilder being a face, Canelo knocking everybody out, Deontay Wilder, then you get Benavidez knocking everybody out. You get all these names knocking everybody out. And then when you look at it, Shakur, you like, what the fuck is that? And it's almost like people forgot about the essence of boxing. Since I started this channel, I'm not a fan of KOs. I don't care about KOs. And I think the boxing world is turned on their head. If you ain't knocking shit out, you ain't shit, right? Okay, that's fine and dandy. But what happens when you face adversity? That's when I ask a fighter to face adversity. Right? Now, and this ain't to nobody else, just on my past shit. I want to make clear, because like I said, I be talking on Instagram. Y'all gotta get me on Instagram, bro. They be on my ass. But anyway, going back forth with them, I'm like, bro, You just watch the cat that was accurate as hell. Shoulder roll, making this dude miss. And he might only threw one shot, but look what it did to that dude. Made him stop in his tracks. He had to rethink his strategy. Like, the fuck? Bah! I don't give a fuck. He threw 50 punches. That one punch was like, what the fuck? He wasn't doing nothing. But to say that's not adversity is crazy. Anytime my back is like this on the ropes and I'm shoulder rolling, all your shit, and you hitting arm, shoulder, you can't catch me in the face. And I ain't saying he didn't, because I'm going to get to that. And this is the third. And I land one punch to back your ass up. Come on, bro. That's adversity. Then it translates to power. Oh, well, he had no power. See, when them knockout punches, right, got all the power and they dog walking motherfuckers and sleeping people in the first, second round, them the motherfuckers that you want to have adversity. Because 9 times out of 10, they don't have fucking skills. Hence Deontay Wilder. It started with Spilka. Then it spilled over from Spilka to King Kong Ortiz. And then it spilled on and so forth, because once he got to what type of person that embodied the sport was a boxer. Spilka was a boxer. King Kong Ortiz was a boxer. And he got the grand finale. Tyson Fury is a what? A fucking boxer. Go through all your history. Who the fuck stops fucking knockout artists? Fucking boxers. If you go from there on, I don't give a fuck what weight class it is. It's fucking history. The fighter 9 times out of 10 lose to the boxer. So it's like, how do boxing fans sit there and shit on what they seen and then say, oh, they ain't shit. Dude ain't had no power. But just about 7 months ago, they was like, Zepeda was a shit. He was the grand deal. You saw what he did to Tevin Farmer? Blah, 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 blah. Not to mention he was number one across the board. They propped him up to be that guy. All that shit. Even his promoter said, hey, that motherfucker Shakur special. Yeah. Oscar walked out. They caught him. Hey, what you think about Shakur? Hey, that motherfucker special. Now, to get to him getting cracked. Yeah, he got cracked. I ain't gonna lie. That boy daughter, salute to his daughter, bro. That boy daughter said, oh, boy, I tell you, kids, if you got kids, especially girls, they gonna speak their mind. They gonna speak their mind. 2 years old on up. They speaking their mind. It don't matter. You gotta look at them like, shh, be quiet. You don't say that. You know what I'm saying? Bro, she said he almost knocked you out. Shakur saying no, but I'm here to say yeah. Hey, bro. And the funny thing about that, the conversations that I've had on Instagram, right? On Instagram. And my guys that got my number, I all replied to them, yep, that motherfucker got knocked down by a jab. Boy, that right leg almost gave out, and that nigga almost went down, boy. Hey, but I say this to say what? A minute ago, he didn't have no power. But the minute I justify that, everybody brings up you almost went down from a jab. Well, if you can knock a nigga down with a jab, sir, you got some pop. So which one is it? That's all I'm saying. And I'm not denying if them roasts went there, shit. And the problem was, if you go back and watch it, remember I hope if y'all was watching a fight with me, if you were over here, I was like, dude, that hop back gonna get you in trouble. He was on the ropes, but he wasn't on the ropes. That dude foot, like he saw it coming, but he, instead of defense having his hands up, he thought he was gonna be a hop away from it, and he couldn't. The ropes was right behind it. Bruh, so I'm just saying, bro, like I'm with y'all, but You can't have it both ways. And that's always been a segment on here. You can't have it both ways, bro. That jab, I will admit, Shakur would, if he wasn't there, if that was the middle of the ring and he did that. Now, granted, I know he was trying to hop back, but I don't know if he's gonna get away from it because it met his chin like right before his feet started moving. But at the end of the day, it caught him. I'm going to go on record as saying, I believe if Shakur is in the middle of that ring, he caught that jab in the same essence. Like if you just could take him up, like pick him up and put him in the ring and let it fly the way it was gonna fly anyways, I think Shakur would have touched the canvas. Now I'll say that, but I also say that to say for those that say that man ain't got no power, and that was a jab. That's crazy. Right? So what? So if that's the case, other people that knock motherfuckers out with a jab ain't got no power neither. I can name about 3 fighters that done it, but I'm here to beg the difference. They got power. Now it may not. Now there's different types of power, but that might have been a constitute to his chin might not be as durable, or he just got enough pop, or he just caught him on a button. No matter what it was adversity. And I think he do got a little bit of pop. I just think Shakur was doing a great job the entire fight. You couldn't catch him for real. And that was the one time he didn't get him. And a matter of fact, before the fight, I said Shakur got to be on the shit with his defense this fight. Shakur the one that got to mix it up. I said Zepeda just got to be Zepeda. I said, but you can go back, clip me, do what you want to do. I said Zepeda just got to be Zepeda. But when he catch Shakur, he got to make it count. And when he catch him, he got to jump on him. Zepeda didn't jump on him. And I said that before the fight, before the whole chorus started. So he had it. He had his moment. He had his moment, right? But at the end of the day, he didn't capitalize on it, bro. Right? And you can't get mad. I can't get mad at that, bro. You know, but I'm not gonna sit there and say that. Like I said in the beginning, for y'all, for the fans that wanted to see that, that's cool. The opportunity, what's up? What I want to see is what took place in that 11th round, that 10th, 11th round, where he was turning them. Don't stand there and trade with him. They were trading. He was basically fighting Mexican style with a hop back. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what he was doing. Like, I could beat you at your own game type shit. But see, that's why I said don't pander to the crowd, bro. Like, he could have made that shit more simple and still been in the pocket. Dog walked in, turned. Zepeda got to reset every fucking time he moved. He could have, I'm gonna be honest, Zepeda lucky. Because that showed me that he's definitely levels above Zepeda, but he could have made that shit look so much more smooth, bro. So much more smooth. Fuck the hop back, lateral movement, turning, pop, pop, pop. He was laying 3 pieces all night. Now, I will say this, though. There was times where he got cocky, and this is crazy, right? Bud get lax like that, too. Bud will get lax, drop his hands and shit, and he'll catch that punch. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It happened every fight when Bud fight. And I saw that, like, in this fight, like, at times he'll leave his hand down, and it was like he couldn't see the punch coming for some reason. And beep, 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 right? He'll catch like 2, 3, and they happen like 4 times in that entire fight. And I'm sitting there like, ooh, you lucky, goddamn me, this boy didn't put his all into them fights, right? Because if you look how Zepeda was punching, Zepeda literally just throws a lot of punches. None of his punches, he's not sitting down on nothing. He's not sitting down on anything. He's like the damn Sonic the Hedgehog of boxing. He is not sitting down on shit. But if Zepeda was sitting down on them punches when he landed on 3 pieces on Shakur like that, boy. See, that's the danger you get yourself in when you pander to the crowd, man. Fight your damn fight. You know what I'm saying? Granted, it was entertaining. Granted, if y'all, a lot of people are like, man, Shakur, that dude. Man, I see Shakur being some way better than that, bro. Shakur could be way smoother than that, bro. He was choosing to go to the corner just to prove to everybody, I'm in the corner. Look at me. He can't touch me. Ha ha ha. Man, fuck all that. Man, he could have ate off that cat, bro, on everything I love. He was in the middle of the ring. He could have landed. He was landing at will. So I guess you could say I was a little more pissed because I saw it. I was like, this kid really does have it. If his hands hold up, he's a problem. Whether you like his style or not, he's a problem. So now you got another facet to give him. He can stand there and fight you. It's hard to hit him. He could work the shoulder roll. He could work the peekaboo. He could do all of that shit. And if he chooses to, he gonna run from your ass and make you mad. He could do it all. And I'm not understanding like how people don't give a person like that. Like that's boxing. That's boxing, bro. Like I get what I'm up against though. I know y'all like it ain't it though. We want to see knockouts. We want to see it. Yeah, maybe you need to get with somebody and turn them up. Like I do agree with my friend Nine. I love my boy, but I do. This is one thing he says that I do agree with. He's with his grandfather. His grandfather teach an amateur style. Maybe Shakur needs to get with somebody that could teach him how to turn his punches over. That's what I really believe. No lie. And people say that ain't gonna help. It helped Tyson Fury. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me the minute you left Ben Davison and went to Sugar, am I lying? That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna leave it there because I'm gonna put the link in there and I'm gonna put the phone line there because I want to see if I can get this working. This phone line shit. I don't want everything to be split up. I don't know. I just got this thing. I probably shouldn't have said that. But anyway, the Hamza Shiraz fight. Right? Now this is where y'all got me fucked up. How y'all boxing fans and don't understand where the fuck you fight at has its own rules? Like even for your hands being wrapped, all you bitch ass motherfuckers making videos, go look this shit up. Go look why the fuck Mayweather didn't want to leave Vegas. He got brittle hands, bro. Like people don't know certain places will allow you to wrap your hands. Certain motherfucking sanctioning bodies will allow you to stack your shit. The fuck y'all on, bro? Like, why is all these punk ass, puss ass channels out here sitting here talking about they know boxing, but y'all ain't trying to educate motherfuckers? Now, this for real. I'm mad. This is where I was mad at. To wake up to say Hamza Shiraz cheated because they only cut one of his hand wraps off and not the other one. His hand wrap, look at his knuckles. Yeah, that shit was stacked like a motherfucker. But guess what they do in New York? And guess what they do in Vegas? And guess what they do in Los Angeles? They allow you to stack because they got a rule in there. If you got brittle fucking hands and you check that box, they'll allow you to fucking do it. Long as you do it in front of the commission. So all you hoe ass niggas sitting there, oh, he probably had plaster in his gloves. Oh, look at his knuckles. Look at it. Look how that shit was. The fuck out of here, old puss ass nigga. Let me tell you something. Educate yourself. Educate yourself. Educate yourself by doing one thing. Go back and look at Berlanga fights. And tell me if he was actually that motherfucking good. Y'all really think Canelo that fucking great because he didn't sleep Berlanga that somebody else couldn't do it? Do y'all really think that man was that good? Or was it Hamza really should have been at 168, right? And that was like a cherry pick to him. That was a nothing. Now Hamza go fight some real shit. I'm going to be like, Hamza better watch out because Berlanga wasn't shit, bro. That was just an appetizer. Y'all don't look at shit like that. No, y'all want to look under the glove. Oh my God, look at this shit. His padding, his this. Man, educate yourself with y'all no running rule voting ass motherfuckers. Fuck out of here. That should be burning me, bro. That should be burning me, bro. Like y'all talk, but don't know what the fuck you talking about. Yeah. I'm not saying it wasn't, but look it up. If you got brittle fucking hands, they'll allow you to do it. That's why your boy Mayweather wouldn't leave fucking Vegas. This is why Canelo likes Vegas. This is also why Terrence likes Vegas. If you go to a Terrence fight, you'll see his shit like that too, nigga. If you go there, you're going to see all Canelo shit like that too, nigga. Damn, near a whole nother hand wrapped on top of a hand. Stop playing, bro. Berlanga want that dude. And I'm going to give Berlanga props, real spit. He was doing good. But if you go back, Punch was on here. Punch, what'd I say? I'm just waiting on him to go back to Berlanga. As soon as he get hit, he gonna go right back to fucking Berlanga. He got clocked. He wanted to stay in the pocket and fight that tall motherfucker when he shouldn't have. Some motherfuckers you just can't change. You just can't change them. I don't know how y'all thought Berlanga was really. What has he even competed against remotely that would even had him ready for somebody like him? Who? I don't give a fuck if he was that damn good. Who has he fought? That's a mountain, bro. Even if Berlanga was that good, you something in your head and say, man, it's a possibility this motherfucker can lose, bro. It's a possibility this motherfucker could lose, bro. But instead, y'all want to cry, bitch. Oh my God. He had gloves. He had it. Man, get the fuck out of here with that shit, bro. Man, if I'm Berlanga, man, get you a fight. You got to come back in a devastating fashion. Do the same thing Hamza did to you. Hamza used Berlanga as a stepping stone. Go find a stepping stone, step on his ass, and he'll be back in good graces, bro. That's all it is, bro. Because Berlanga is what the fans want, bro. They want the shit talking gold chains and blup, 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 and all that dumbass shit. And that shit don't translate shit in the motherfucking ring. Right? We, man, look. Once upon a time, used to teach us a golden rule. One rule. The quiet motherfuckers is the motherfucker you need to worry about. So all that rah-rah shit, it's that calm tone motherfucker you need to watch out for. All that, this New York motherfucker, man, nobody care about that shit, nigga. So we're talking about New York people, I'm just saying, but that shit don't mean nothing. When it come down to the funk, that's all that it matter. Nobody care where you was raised at and what house you lived in and what block you come from and all of that shit. That shit don't matter in that ring. Coming out with Fat Joe, lean back. Ain't that funny? Come at that old ass song and your ass leaning way back, boy, like an old Cadillac seat, nigga. Now I'm talking to your fans right now because they need to wake the fuck up. A lot of them. And I'm just saying, man, if you take anything from that, you don't take Shakur as a king, but you take that he does have another level to go to. And he did that. So now I ask the question, when it comes to Tank and Shakur, how y'all see it? You got to be able to touch that man to knock him out. And for all my Tank fans to say Tank ain't got a chin, that Tank can't be knocked out, he got an iron chin. That's a lie. Didn't Ryan wobble his ass in round 2? I'm just saying. Now, I ain't saying Shakur could do that, though. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying Shakur can do that. I'm just saying the kid gets rocked. He been getting rocked his whole career, bro. And the amateurs and so forth. You can look it up. You get what I'm saying? So that I think that's gonna be an interesting fight. He gotta get past old boy though. He gotta get past Roach. But nonetheless, it looks like Shakur looking past Tank because I think he really believe that man is not gonna fight him, which he has every reason to believe, bro. My dude got more problems than a little bit, right? He got to fight Tank, he got to fight Roach, and then he got his legal problems, right? So my man was on Ariel Hawani, which was dope. I liked how it went down. What no like arguing and shit. They literally agreed that they'll fight at 147. I want to know what y'all think. Conor Benn versus Shakur Stevens. That to me is very intriguing. He gonna go up 2 weight classes to fight Conor Benn. And I know like, nobody wants to see that. But what if he I'm sorry, I'm a what if motherfucker. If he was to pull that off, and it's Conor Benn, it's just Conor Benn. I know Conor Benn ain't that shit, but I would want to see it. Look, he said, look, already. What's up, Tay? He said, don't nobody want to see that. Shit. That shit worked both ways for me. Bruh, if Shakur get toe out the frame, hey, you asked for it, bruh. I'm sorry. Hey, that's me. Hey, boy, like my days tell me, hey, shut your mouth. If you ain't got it, nigga, I'ma laugh at you, bruh. I'ma laugh at you. That's me. You feel me? But if Conor Benn get worked by the little dude, I'm definitely laughing like career over. But like, that's some shit I want to see. He said he feel like old boy trying to pull out the fight, which is sad because I want to see that again. I want to see that again. He's trying to pull out the fight, they say. So, like, I don't know, bro. Hey. So if Chris Eubank trying to pull out the fight, Conor Benn said he'll come down to 147 because he said that's where he's strongest at anyway. He really don't want to fight. He says the weight. They want him to go past 160. He don't want to go past 160. So he'll come back down to 147. Shakur said he'll meet him at 147. I ain't gonna stunt, bro. Hey, Shakur fuck around, bite off more than what he can chew, bro. Because that motherfucker like a Tasmanian devil, bro. So, hey, it's a win-win for me, bro. I'm not invested in the sport like that, like where don't nobody want shit. I'm watching it. I'll watch it. What's good, Casino, man?
What's going on, man?
Nothing. How you be, brother?
Man, I'm cooling, man. They say, man, you think they really gonna fight?
I don't know, but they was on. I like seeing the face to face, and they shook on it. Kind of Ben was like, Longs don't, but he made it clear though. See, that's one thing I liked about Conor Benn. Conor Benn was like, I ain't never ran for no smoke or none of that. And Ariel solidified it. Even Shakur was like, you right, you never ran for no smoke. He was like, if he bottlenecked this damn fight and say Barrios win, because he probably be next up for Barrios at 147. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He was like, I'm gonna go get that belt. You know what I mean? He was like, because that's what I'm in the sport for, to get belts, bro. Right? Awani was trying to amp it up like, nah, bro, that's a bigger fight. He was like, might be, but it's my own personal shit. I want a fucking belt, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Which I get it. I get it. 100%. But he was like, say that shit don't happen. Fuck that. Me and you can fight in fucking November. I don't give a fuck. He was like, 147 is my weight. I don't fight at 160. I'm only doing 160 because that's where he want to be at. And now he's saying that he wants to be bigger than 168. And he was like, I can't get no bigger than 168.
Yeah.
So for me, I said this before when he was on here. If you ask for the ass whooping, hey man, you know what I'm saying?
Like, you had Conor Benn?
You asked for it, huh?
You had Conor Benn?
I don't know, bro. Because that's a different animal. Like you saw how he fought that big motherfucker, Chris Eubank.
I already know.
And it was already like that. The only reason the fight was like that is because the way he fought Chris Eubank. You see what I'm saying? Chris Eubank won which I get it. He won, and I understand, but it was close, and it was only that close because the way he fought him. That man at 147 come fight Shakur like that, boy, that's different than Zepeda swarming your ass.
Yeah, sure.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, shit.
Because he can hit. You know what I mean? He can hit,
Yeah.
bro. Like,
Yeah.
and like I said, I hold true to that shit. I know people ready to make excuses for Bud and all that shit if he lose and blase, which I don't think he does. But if he does, I'm not making no excuses because he asked for the smoke. It's a difference. It's like watching the little dude, your little cousin, 8 years old, right? Fighting you and you fucking 13 and you beat his ass. His mama gonna tell him, why was you fighting that your big cousin? Of course he gonna whoop your ass. She not gonna get mad at 12-year. The fuck? You should have took your ass. What you mean he hit you first? He hit me first, so I knocked his ass down. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? You asked for the smoke. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Eddie, hey, check this out though. Zappuccino said, "Ain't no way in hell, Eddie gonna allow that fight to happen." You know that. Hey, I don't know, man. Eddie and old boy been on one from the beginning, so I don't know. And then he trying to get and on. Hey, it may serve a purpose though, Zai, because technically Shakur not with Eddie no more. Remember this? That was his last fight. So it might be a way to trap Shakur again. Not trap him again, but sign him. I'm gonna say it like I ain't gonna say it like that. You know what I mean? Sign for a fight. But Shakur looking for any way to go up because I was watching another interview. He said he'll sign a PBC. Oh, well, it was on Ariel Hawani. Shit, same dude. He said he'll sign a PBC to get that tank fight.
He said he would.
Yep. Swear to God. He said at the end, go to. And I swear, when you find it's a Shakur interview before the Zepeda fight, right? Ariel Hawani. Just go to. I'm just telling you where to go get it. In case motherfuckers think we bullshitting. Yeah. Y'all go to the end of the interview. You ain't even gotta watch the whole thing. Just go to the end of the interview. It's the last question. He said, even signed the PBC, said, I was signed to the PBC to get that fight. He said it out of his mouth. So ain't no.
He changed his mind.
Yeah, he want that fight bad, bro. He want that fight bad, bro. I'm gonna tell you, hey Zai. He said ain't no way the hell Jay Prince or Eddie gonna allow that fight. Let me tell you something. Once upon a time, Jay Prince didn't want to sign to Eddie neither. And Zai, that's a fact. That's a fact. So somebody listening to Shakur. Shakur made that happen. Now, I will say this. I could see Jay Prince and Shakur having problems if he signed the PBC because PBC fucked with Harry O. And you know Harry O. Al fuck with Harry O. And you know Harry O don't fuck with Jay Prince over them snitching allegations and shit. Now I can see how that will be like some. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can see he'd be like, you know what? I can't be your manager no more. You finna go fuck with them bitch ass niggas. You on your own. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Cause that shit was deep. That shit ran deep right there. That was a little different.
I wanted to see him fight Kid Austin.
I think that will be. I think that will be the next fight. If he has nothing lined up the way he all over looking for these fights, because I don't think he see. Like I was actually, what's after Zepeda, right?
Yeah.
What's after Zepeda really ain't nothing. So I would imagine it would be him. Him coming off of that win. You just beat the guy that beat the dude that he just beat. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Why not go ahead? Plus, it'd be good practice because he come in like fucking kind of being any motherfucking ways, right? Swinging like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I don't believe in kind of being shit, man. But I mean, it could happen, bro.
I'm just saying if it did. If it really was.
If that shit was to happen, I'd be like, okay, I see.
That'd be good practice. It ain't no secret like how they did Zapata. It's feed them all left-handers for a long time, like his last 5 fights. You get what I'm saying? So like whether that's the core shit was gonna happen any fucking ways, they was getting ready for it for a possibility, right? Go fight Kid Austin. Kid Austin coming in there blazing. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
What's up, AC?
What's good, man? Yeah, I was just on another panel talking about things like that, and I just had to get up out of there because the shit started to get to a weird ass glaze session.
Mm.
To whereas they was glazing over the fact that you should go up to 47 to fight Conor Benn, and I'm listen, that fight will be crazy, and all. I'm like, oh, all right. So now y'all want to make the comparison of saying that's like Terrence Crawford going up to fight Canelo. The fuck
No.
Conor Benn? What
Is
the
that what
fuck
they
Conor
said? Is that
Benn-
what they said?
Yes, bro. Yes. And it's like,
No.
what has Conor Benn done on the
Nothing.
level of Canelo?
No.
Absolutely nothing. Okay,
No.
so let's ask this question then. All right, the man said the biggest fight in all of boxing, it's bigger than the Bud versus Canelo fight, was him versus Tank. And y'all good with this? And then all the goofies just came out and was like, but Tank ain't never did nothing to show that he wanted to fight Shakur. I said, okay, so what happened when Tank was over there already dealing with the Loma fight that we knew was going to happen?
Right.
He was already dealing with PBC, and PBC was already over there dealing with Top Rank. They were willing to negotiate to make that fight happen. When that fight fell through, everybody was screaming about Shakur need to step up, and Shakur better be fighting Tank, and Tank better choose Shakur, this, and that. Then you see the video of Shakur in the white T-shirt talking to the UK dude.
Mm-hmm.
And he's saying, yeah, the fight can still happen. Yeah, we talking, we just got to get some things done. Dude asking, can the fight happen in November, which was the original Loma date? He was like, for sure, I'm ready to go. Bob came out and co-signed it. Now they want to go back and say, but Tank never said he sent an offer. That's number one, they saying. And I'm like, the fuck does that matter when Shakur said what he said and Bob said what he said? But that don't matter because Shakur said he never got an offer.
They too invested, bro.
I said, but Shakur said the same thing about Devin, and then we learned that he was getting offers from Devin's team.
That's why I be snapping, bro. That's exactly why I be snapping.
Yeah, they too invested.
Niggas be like, bro, niggas be twisting that shit, bro.
I'm like, bro.
That's why I said you can't do that, bro, man. Just say Tank don't want to fight the man. That's all they gotta say. Tank don't want to fight him.
Yeah, that's
just
all
stick
you gotta
with it,
say.
bro.
And then I'll be like, listen, I don't want to go there with that because we seen at times whatever. But if they ever get in the ring and if he talking about going up to 47. Do you think he gonna drop weight to come way back down to 35?
Right, exactly, bro. That's why that's where my mind was. The reason he picking Conor Benn because he look at Conor Benn as like a stepping stone there. He sees something where he really believed that he could win, and maybe he stays there. You get what I'm saying? Because one of the questions in that interview was, he said, "Me and you we the same size right now." And Conor Benn said, "How much you weigh right now?" And Hawani said, "Yeah, how much you weigh right now?" He said, "I can't tell y'all that."
Yeah, he don't want to answer that question.
He was like, "I can't tell y'all that." But Conor Benn said he weighed like 157 right there.
And Shakur telling him he's small.
Right.
Small.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
35-pounder telling a dude who's 2 divisions above you, and he told you his walk around weight was damn near 160 pounds, and you telling him he's small?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all right, man.
That's why I said he's looking kind of being as a stepping stone, fam. And he sees something like, I can get him, bro. And I can use him because he's a name, whether people like it or not. Conor Benn's a name at 147. He can use him to establish himself there. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the only reason I can see him calling. For what reason? He has nothing like I said. Unless you looking at it like, oh, that's his Canelo. Like, what the fuck?
Bro, that's why I was like, all right, y'all,
I
listen.
would have died if I was on that
I'm not
panel,
gonna
bro.
like.
I ain't gonna lie. He is looking for something similar.
He got to look for something tough, but that ain't no.
Nah, it's
Is
not
nowhere near on the
equivalent. It's not
Canelo.
equivalent. I'm not. Nah, I'm not.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
no, I'm not saying it's
Yeah,
equivalent. I'm just
yeah,
saying he
yeah,
looking for something similar. He
yeah.
trying to get the closest thing to it. He trying to. You know what I'm saying?
He wants something big, bro.
Yeah,
He
he wants
wants something
something.
big,
Yeah.
and I think he don't think that I think he doesn't believe the Tank fight happens, given all the news that's going on right now, and then the Roach fight might not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I heard the Roach fight is still happening. I think both of them came out,
It ain't.
or Roach team came out and said, "Yeah, the fight's happening."
Yeah, but they ain't announced it yet, neither though.
Oh, okay,
PBC has not formally announced it.
all right.
Yeah, but they may. But I had called they may announce it Saturday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like his last fight, they didn't announce that shit to what, like almost 3 weeks.
Yeah, because
The
we know
Monroe
PBC.
fight, yeah, it was held to like maybe 3 or 4 weeks before the fight, and we only got like a half of a press conference.
Yeah, because here lately it seemed like PBC, the way they work, one fight finance the next fight. You get what I'm saying?
Uh huh.
So they want to see that, and then they announce the shit. But I'm glad dude out and he can perform that fight or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
that fight needs to happen or whatever. Now that still don't mean that he'll fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but at least,
and I'll be real with you though. Tank may be on some Mayweather shit. You saw how Mayweather did fucking Pacquiao. Pacquiao had to fight three or four of his opponents and knock them out early to force that fight. So he may fuck around. If say Tank beat Roach, he'd be like, fight Roach. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And knock his ass out, and then maybe he'll give him a fight or something. You know what I'm saying? But I felt like if any time Tank wanted that fight, it'll be this fight because he looked invulnerable in this fight. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like if you get up on him with your type of power, him babysitting the ropes like that, in your mind, you're like, oh, I would have knocked him out. You know what I'm saying?
I would have, man. Listen, with that,
I don't think he'll do that shit again.
my biggest issue
I don't either.
with Zepeda in that fight was, for me, you stopped listening to your corner and you started punching wider and wider and wider and wider.
Mm-hmm.
Which then allowed Shakur to get back in the game. You were up by the fourth round. I didn't have it the other way. I had Zepeda up by the fourth round.
I only gave Zepeda 3 rounds. I already watched it. I gave him 3 rounds.
You gave him 3?
I gave him 3 rounds.
I didn't know how to score
3 solid rounds, bro.
He had, yes, you can give him 3 solid rounds, and then the 7th and 8th, maybe 4 solid rounds, but the 7th and 8th, I didn't know how to call those rounds because they were really, really close.
I was going to say that the 7 was one I gave him because like it was close. It was a trade-off, but towards the end is when he got off that fucking like both piece on Shakur. I don't know what the fuck that was. But it was bing, 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 bing.
And I don't
damn.
And the 8th round, it was just as close. The 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th, that was all sweep Shakur. No one can deny that. You know, if you saw the fight. But for me,
it really started at the 6th, where like he switched his shit up and he started turning himself blade, like he started making himself small. Yeah, real small between, you know what I'm saying? And he was trying to make adjustments. Yeah, he started trying to make them adjustments.
But Zepeda, his adjustment was to punch wider by the 6th. And his corner is pleading with him, get small, make yourself small, tighten up your punches. He's smart.
Right.
They kept on trying to tell him that he's smart. You gotta be smaller. Zepeda just kept on going wider and wider and wider, and it was just like.
It was another thing too, though. On Shakur part, I didn't like was that they was telling him stay the fuck off the roast, bro.
Yeah,
they were telling him, and see, this is the second instance where he don't listen. You see what I'm saying? Like arrogance will kill. I'm telling you what it say. Pride cometh before the fall.
Yeah,
your ass got to stop that. Motherfuckers is in your corner for a reason, bro. Like you playing yourself. Not get that. He was trying to be methodical with the shit. Like he was walking himself into the corner. You know what I'm saying? Like you trying to show a motherfucker he can't be touched, but that fight could have been way more smoother than that if he would just turn his Zepeda, because Zepeda got reset every time he turned. Every time you turn, he got to do that bouncing shit. He had to do fucking bouncing shit. Like it could have been a master class, but I felt like he made that fight way harder than it needed to because
And
he
that's
wanted to
the
prove a
part.
point.
And that's the part where I keep arguing with dudes like, where was the master class? I mean, for me, I was like, listen, I gave Zepeda 5 rounds.
Mhm.
You feel what I'm saying? I gave Zepeda 5 rounds.
Mhm.
Because I'm looking at clean, effective punching, effective aggression, and things like that. That's
Right.
why I asked one of the heavy Shakur fans, does he win the fight off the back foot?
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yes, he had his moments of offense, but some of those rounds he did more defense, and I don't know.
Yeah,
For me,
it was one round
defense
where it was
don't
damn near all
score.
defense.
Yeah, defense don't win fights.
No,
Offense is what win fights.
no, that's a
So,
fact.
so
That's a
that's
fact.
why for me, some of the early closer rounds, I was like, oh, this is mad close, but I'm gonna give it to Zepeda because he's pressing the fight.
I'm on my boy Instagram live, and he was, and shout out to him, he in Dubai, boy. He living it right now. But I'm like, bro, he was like, man, you seen that comparison to Shakur and Kodo? I said, yeah, I saw that shit. I said, what about it? Man, bro, that fight, man, I'll tell you, that boy the shit. Da-da-da-da. I said, you need to go back watch the damn Miguel Cotto fight and Mayweather. I said, that shit wasn't easy for fucking Mayweather. What the fuck?
Dudes was they was.
I said, just because they was doing the same punches and same sequences don't mean like, nigga, that fight Mayweather put on a masterclass on Cotto, bro. Cotto, the first one Cotto had him leaking from the mouth, bro.
Yeah.
I had to remind him of that shit. Like, and Cotto walked out because they lied and said it was a remember they gave tennis across the board.
Yeah.
And they cheated Cotto. Cotto even said himself, I lost, but not like that, bro.
And
you
that's
motherfuckers
what
out here
I felt
cheating.
about. That's what I felt about that fight. Even the announcers was like, "Whoa, those scorecards were wide." You feel what I'm saying? Those are some wide ass scorecards. So for me, when I looked at it, I did not see the masterclass. I didn't see.
He missed that element because he kept moving himself back to the ropes. He kept trying to. He was proving a point to the fans. I get it, but he still could have been in the pocket and just turning them and dog walking. You get what I'm saying?
You let Zepeda stay in the fight for no fucking reason. This guy,
no reason.
The guy was tailor made for you stylistically, and you let him stay in the fight.
What'd you say? What'd you say, Casino?
I said I ain't got time to be sitting up watching a nigga play with their food.
Yeah, bro. Like that's why I was trying to get off in the beginning of the show. Like, but I get the fans.
I agree 100%
with
everything you had said at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, like that.
That's why I really ain't got much to say. You already,
that he showed me because like redundant for me. Like it's not redundant, but because I felt like you had it, and now I know you had it. It's definitely redundant. Okay, yes, you can fight, goddamn me, but we do know you got feet. We do know that fight could have been a whole lot fucking easier than that. Then your ass just want to trade punches Mexican style. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, damn, that guy sat on your ass.
Exactly.
Your daughter ain't lying to you, bro. You thought you was gonna. I rewinded it. I said that nigga feet start moving. He thought he was gonna be able to hop back, but he didn't realize them fucking ropes was there.
Yep.
He thought he was gonna hop back, and he couldn't. And that jab caught his ass.
Back off right into that punch. Boom.
Yep. That jab caught his ass, boy.
That type of shit happened when your main objective was getting away from some shit.
Yeah.
Facts. And the whole fight I kept saying, stop that fucking hop back. That's that amateur shit. That should get your ass in trouble. That's why I said if he ever did fight Loma, right, on a fight, Loma would have been wherever he was before his feet would have landed.
Yeah, and that's
how good his feet is, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're not just gonna hop back like that, them big ass hops like that. You're not gonna do that, bro.
Yeah, and for me, it's like, look, I get people's argument where they feel Shakur can outbox Tank, probably so, but that one thing that he does, that hop back, and you look at one of the most sneakiest punches that Tank has as his weapon, and everybody said, listen, that shit is deceptive because he's so short. You
And
don't
it's
think he's gonna make that type of ground up once he throws that punch, and that is his leaping hook.
that gazelle punch. It's not,
Yeah,
and it's not that he just short. It's that he still throw it from the hip,
And
yeah,
he go to the body.
so you really can't see it.
yeah,
You know
And he
what
go
I'm
to the
saying?
body.
But that's the perfect punch, the time, and know when to throw something hard, he gonna hop back and just leap with that motherfucker. Wow.
yep,
That's why I said it's an intriguing fight. That's why I said on Shakur part, it's like, okay, like it still stands the same. You can't hit what you can't catch type shit. You get what I'm saying?
yeah,
It still remains the same, but at least we know, like, okay, this shit might actually be a fucking fight. Like Zai said, I think Tank might get him late. You're damn right. It's possibly so.
yeah,
That's what's intriguing about it. And that's what people should want, bro. People should want them. Now I know it could be a 50-50. You get what I'm saying?
yeah. And here's the funny part. Everybody's calling for everything, but the fight that he said is the biggest fight in boxing. It's bigger than Terrence Crawford and Canelo. You said it's you and Tank, but now you all over the place with, and your fans, like the hardened Shakur fans, like
Mhm.
what people would say like a Shakurian or some shit like that. They're
Mhm.
out here mentioning every fight but the Tank fight. Oh well, Tank, he don't know if he gonna get the Tank fight because Tank got legal problem. Then he got legal problem. And
I said it too, man, but I was glad to hear that he signed with PBC. I was glad that he willing to pursue it, but people got also taking toll. He don't even know where his feet finna land. You get what
no,
I'm saying?
I get that. I get that what it is, and if you're objectively bringing it up,
Mhm.
but it's what I'm saying is it's not what you say. It's kind of how you say it.
Facts. I
So
live
when
by that.
when you bring it up, you order nah, that ain't nah. He need to move on from that because Tank got legal
No,
problems and Tank just
no,
got
no. You
legal
don't
problems.
no,
He
you
need to
don't
move
leave
on
it.
from that. Like,
No.
why would he do that when y'all just said if Tank retired without fighting him, he ducked him.
Yeah, ain't
If
no
Tank
ain't no
fight,
ain't no leave it.
yeah,
If it's
if
on the
Tank
table,
fight
take it.
Jake Paul, then he ducking him. But now
Uh,
it's okay for Shakur to go up there and fight a fucking Conor Benn. Are
yeah,
you kidding
yeah,
me?
yeah. No, you gotta no. I'm with you on that. You gotta understand. You without an unequivocal doubt gotta understand for a fact that fight's not gonna happen before you even pursue a kind of Ben. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like you gotta exhaust every fucking possibility. You know what I mean? So I'm with you on that 100%.
yeah.
I'm with you
It's
there on 100%.
it's like, bro, you told us for years that this is the biggest fight.
Yeah, yeah. Think I live by this other thing too, bro. Thinking is one thing, knowing is another.
Yes,
So
sir.
so you could think that his court case and all that shit can interfere, but you really don't know. You need to know. You know what I'm saying? Because
Nobody.
I forgot who the fuck that was that Mayweather was fighting, but remember he was supposed to go to jail. And the
Yeah,
judge allowed him to go ahead and do that fight, then report to jail. Remember that?
yeah, yeah. So,
So
and then he came out, and that's when Errol started to get his play.
yeah,
If we're talking about the same situation,
yeah. So at the end of the day, I'm like, no, that's the fight everybody want, and that's the fight he say he won't, and that's the fight I'm rooting for. You get what I'm saying?
yeah,
Now, I'm not mad at him planting the seeds here, there, and there. You know what I'm saying? To put his name out there like shit. I want all the smoke type shit. But if the smoke appear and you can take it, man, you better run with it.
yeah. But here's the thing: now it's he don't need to revisit Schofield because he had his chance with Schofield and blah blah blah. So he don't need to visit Schofield. More Tyler don't deserve a fight, and Tank got legal troubles.
The only way I say take the Schofield fight if you wait till after the Roach fight. Like don't rush to sign shit now. Wait till after that fucking fight and then
Yeah,
try to materialize
yeah. I
that
don't
fight.
have I don't have no issue with that.
Yeah.
Wait and see what happens till after the Roach fight. You just take some time off. You feel what I'm saying? If your hands need to be cured or whatever, go ahead and do that. You feel what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
at the end of the day, at the end of the day, um, for me, you could have called out any of the champions. You could have said, "Listen, thank God." I just want to send a big shout out to Tank Davis. Happy that you out of that situation. Hopefully, you'll get past Lamont Roach so we can make the biggest fight in boxing.
Facts. Yeah.
Or you
Facts.
could have said, you know what? I just want to say, listen, right now, I just want to take some time for myself, but I'm putting all the champions on notice. Y'all will hear from me in a minute. Morataya, Tank,
Right.
uh, uh, whoever else, Abdullah Mason, the winner of Abdullah Mason, Sam Noakes, all you guys at the top, all the champions, I'm putting y'all on notice because I want that undisputed.
Man, Bob ain't putting Muratalo in there with him, bro. Bob trying to hold on to that belt because you see what ESPN did to him. He's still with them over there as of right now. And they shitted on Shakur big time.
Uh-huh.
So I don't think that fight will be in play. But I agree with you, though. You put everybody on fucking notice instead of saying I'm about to burn out because you put an if out there. You didn't say you was finna burn out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You put an if out there. Now, if you would have like said, if you know you're gonna burn out, say I'm burning out. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to 147 or 140 or wherever, but don't put the if out there. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you giving the opposition something to play with. Let's say Tank be like, yeah, I was thinking about fighting, but didn't he just say he was gonna fight Conor Benn? You see what I'm saying? You giving opposition shit to play with. I would have just been like, you know what? Ain't nothing but Tank on my mind. Tank.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. After that Lamont Roach fight, I'm finna push for it. Y'all heard me say I'll sign with PBC. Now, if that fight don't materialize, that's strictly on him. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly. You put that ball completely in his corner, and you put all that weight and pressure on his shoulder. Because it's like, listen, you already heard what that man said. You guys were supposed to have sent this dude a one fight deal, winner take all, one fight, no rematch, whatever.
Right.
Now, if you and Espinoza, who's a representative of PBC,
Right.
Espinoza said, yeah, we will revisit that.
You're right.
So now, if you don't revisit it after the Lamont Roach thing, then people could say, yeah, Tank ducked them.
Yeah. 100%. 100%, bro.
You
And that's
get
the
what-
fight. That is a huge fucking fight, bro. That fight is huge, bro. That especially given the performance we saw. And I don't want people to take away because me being such a boxing fan, bro, like that I'm shitting on Shakur. I'm not shitting on Shakur. I'm just saying that from what I look at, right, I already felt like he could do that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And to see it, dude, like now it's in everybody's face and everybody I say, okay, this might actually be a 50-50. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody has to feel that way.
I just said, give me a fight. Just give me a performance that's close to Yoshino. I don't need the stoppage, but just give me that performance. You gave me that performance, so I can't really shit on you like that. But I'm just gonna tell you, you dropped the ball on the next move. It's always about the next shot. That's the way shooters shoot.
Right.
I'm shooting you, but I already know my second target.
Facts. What'd you feel say, Casino?
I was gonna say that the thing that killed me about what people be saying about the fight, they be like he matched Zepeda's energy, and I 100% disagree with that shit. But like he did not match his energy at all. He just basically just played defense the whole time, and then like out of nowhere do some flurries and shit.
Here's the thing. Now this how I look at boxing.
But he won, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
I get it. I get the way everybody looking at it. But how I look at it, energy and his skill set is different.
Yeah.
Like if you go watch the Cotto fight, no doubt. I didn't agree with the scorecards, all right? It went straight 10s across. Like, even Mayweather didn't agree with it because the nigga went down to the commentator's table and hugged. Remember? He was like, man, that dude's a warrior. Man, shit, look at me, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? And even old boy he hate was like, yeah, but them scorecards, he was like, man, like I'm saying, he's a warrior or whatever. Like he admitted that shit. Like that shit went right. That's how I felt about this fight, but at the same time, skills prevail over the energy. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not supposed to be in there just throwing 1,000 punches like you. My job is to figure out how to negate that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he negated that. Whether it was pretty to some people, whether it wasn't, he negated that shit. And you can't take that away. You did see him do dumb shit. To other people, it may be valiant, right? Like when he was walking himself, he walked himself into the corner, bro. Zepeda wasn't putting him in the corner. He walked himself in the corner about 5-6 times the whole fight. And Zepeda couldn't touch him in the corner, right? But the thing was, that was him trying to prove to the fans. For me, to me, that's stupid. When if you know that dude can't touch you, show the world he can't touch you. You get in the middle of that fucking ring, turn this motherfucker, and make him look stupid.
Yeah. That's what Floyd would have did. So
yeah, don't give him that option.
Floyd Mayweather comparison.
Right, because Floyd was forced in the corner. That motherfucker Cotto with them gut shots.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that fight with Mayweather. Who the fuck he trained with? The nigga that he fought before that, Carlos Baldomir.
Yeah,
hitting his stomach. Y'all remember that 24/7 Carlos hitting him in his stomach, Mayweather throwing up?
Yeah.
Shit, he was getting ready for fucking Cotto because Cotto was a body snatcher.
Definitely. He put in that body work.
Swear to God, bro. And Mayweather knew that shit.
Dudes was trying to say, they wasn't saying nothing about Cotto. They was like, no, he beat him like Floyd beat Maidana. I was like, please do not, no, Zepeda is no Maidana, because Maidana in the first fight broke the Philly shell.
Rocked almost knocked Mayweather out.
Because he would put him up against the rope, getting close on him, and just throw a looping, not looping where it's on the horizontal plane, but a vertical looping punch that came over the top.
I was going to say, I don't know what the fuck it was, bro. I don't know if it was an overhand.
I don't know how to call it, because it looks like an overhand, but it just came from like
that shit
downstairs, and it just comes over like boom.
Yeah, I don't know what to call it, but that motherfucker had pop on it.
Yeah, he was splitting Mayweather open, bro. I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah, that motherfucker Mayweather grabbed that fucking rope and walked his ass to that corner. That nigga was hurt.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, that's the first time I saw the nigga with a cut on his face. Like that's why he wanted to rematch, Maidana, because he was like, nah, bro, I got beat up in that fight.
Yeah, and he got beat up in that fight, but hey, the spirit of Roger was in him. Hey, you don't fight that motherfucker. You box this motherfucker.
Exactly. And he figured out how to beat him the second time.
He boxed him. He boxed the shit out of him. He said, nigga, I will fight you. Fuck you, nigga.
Yeah. You feel what I'm saying?
But Mayweather got respect on because late in his career, he had dig deep. And that was at the moment, that was around the times of, Sugar Shane, things like that, where his feet weren't moving no more. You know what I'm saying? He was more stationary. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he dug deep that second fight. Like, I gotta move, nigga. I can't just sit here and fight this motherfucker.
Yeah, Z, bro. You definitely right, bro. He beat that shit was sad what he did to fucking Broner.
Broner had no business going up there though. Broner should stay where he was.
Broner was talking that shit and they was like, okay.
Broner had no business going up there.
Me? You
that
think
boy looked
nicer than me? Okay, go fight him.
That boy looked like he got jumped. Bro. I swear. They had to not carry him out, but they had him like this. Remember that picture, bro?
Yeah.
Like they were walking. I was like, damn.
It's like, why when boxers get beat up bad like that, they just look like they just took a bath in Vaseline.
Right, bro. Like he was done.
They skin be shiny as hell. Like
he came out like a Thanksgiving turkey, bro.
Like, bro,
he was fucked.
No Diddy, but that was the sauce he put on you, bro, when he cooked you like that.
Casino, you watched that fight before?
No, I ain't never watched it.
Bro, I swear to God, Casino, I know you don't watch all of it. Watch that fight, the Adrian Broner, Maidana. You gonna die laughing because that nigga deserved to get his ass whooped for the shit he did.
Yeah, exactly, because he came in with the dance.
He was tripping. Broner was tripping, bro. Bruh, I'm gonna tell you, and you gotta see it. I swear to God, go watch the entire fight, bro. That nigga, he known for turning his opponent around and shit, like you can't catch me type shit. This
Yeah,
nigga
he hard
turned my
stomach too.
Donna. He turned my Donna around, started humping on that nigga ass, bro.
Yeah, I seen that shit. I did see that part.
When I saw that, I said, "Now, if you get your ass whooped,"
I seen that part.
I said, "Ain't no way in hell I'm finna lose this fight. Now you done done this to me.
Yep.
You done fucked
And then
up."
he did it back.
Yeah, bro.
Yep.
That fight was wild, bro. He beat
Bro,
the fleas off that man.
that's a classic,
That's class
that's a
ass
classic,
whooping.
man. That's a like listen, if you just want to understand how entertaining boxing can be and shit, just go watch that AB fight. You feel what I'm saying?
That was a
Yeah,
downfall. He ain't
Berlanga
been the
just got
same
cooked
since,
too.
bro.
Nope.
That man ain't been the same since.
I think that's how Berlanga finna be.
Man,
Yeah.
Blank can get back on the horse, bro.
Man, he gonna get back
Like
on
I
the
said,
horse,
I don't
but
know all these people
he,
coming out of this bullshit and say they watch boxing, don't know the rules of boxing. Now I'm talking about the aficionados now. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And AC in New York. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I know this for a fact. New York, Vegas, and Vegas and California. If you check that box, you got brittle hands. They will allow you to stack your shit. And the thing is, they talking about, oh, Hamza, look at this fucking shit. They cut one of his raps off, but they ain't cut the other one off. And they show a picture. I'm like, hell yeah, shit stacked, nigga. Nigga, check that box. My hand's brittle. Nigga,
Bro,
that's
I'm
why
say it like
Mayweather
this.
wouldn't leave Vegas.
I'm gonna say it like this. And on the panels, nobody wanted to go near that piece of quicksand. They came out and said after Brian Norman knocked out Jin Sasaki, was he juiced? Right? And I was like, why would you ask that about him? Right? Then
Right.
when Schofield knocks out Tevin Farmer, they was questioning whether he was juiced. Even Shakur made a statement or tried to make a insinuation that he need to be tested or something like that.
Who, Schofield?
Yeah, Schofield.
What? I didn't know that.
Bro, yeah, yes, sir. I promise you, I am not fibbing. I was watching it and I'm like, wow, I think maybe it might have been Boxing Voice. I think Tim Bradley said something about it. You know what I'm saying? Just like he said something about Schofield. I mean, just like he said something about Norman. And Shakur tried to allude to maybe he was on juice to be able to stop Tevin Farmer like that with that type of power that early in the fight. So I was like, okay. So we're not going to question the fact that Shakur, when he fought Patty, who was a part-time fighter at the time, full-time electrician, right? Because his statement was, now I can box full-time with the money he made off the Shakur fight. That was the statement that he made. You seen Shakur wince when he came out of those gloves versus Patty.
Right.
He was talking about, yeah, his hands were still fucked up. What happened between Patty and now that you were able to punch like that for that many rounds?
The padding. It's the padding.
You could still have the padding, but for me, I'm gonna take it here. I'm not gonna accuse you of drug cheating, but I'm gonna say I think you might have got a TUE because New York is good for those TUEs.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something.
There are
too.
plenty of doctors. There are plenty of doctors that you can go to on the fly. You make that call that day.
Yeah.
The doctor will see you. They'll take the X-ray and say, "Yeah, I could subscribe a TUE for your."
Yeah, motherfucker. Mayweather got Lanacane shot, and remember that was the problem with the Pacquiao fight. Remember they said his shoulder was hurt, but they didn't check that box where he was trying to get that Lanacane shot.
Yeah,
that's a fact. I can see that, but that's still all part of boxing, though. That's part of the medical part. Now, you got to report that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but I know for a fact New York will let you stack. I'm telling you, Bud to stack this shit, Canelo to stack this shit in Vegas. On the West Coast, it's just certain sanctioned bodies let you do it. You know what I'm saying? Like what state?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say certain states let you do it. And that, if you look at at Hamza his hand that everybody showing. I'm like, yeah, shit stacked. He in New York, nigga. All you gotta do is check that box. My hand's brittle.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not even gonna lie to you. When they was showing after the Puello and Matias fight, when they was that break, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they were getting ready to go into the co-main and the main. You seen both the fighters with their hands wrapped. That's the first time I seen boxers hands wrapped like that. Like that padding that went over the knuckle.
Yeah, that's called stacking, bro. That's stacking.
That padding looked, normally you see the gauze and you see where it's square looking or whatever. This was like form fitted. It had the
and I'm gonna tell you how they did it.
Knuckle.
And I'm gonna tell you how they did it, fam.
This is a new type of padding they got for boxers, because I didn't see it in any fight previous to that, but that was the first time I saw that type of padding. And
I'm gonna tell you how they got away with it, bro. I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Promise to God. All right. The only way you get away with that shit is, first off, the commission gotta be there to witness. All right. Now, the commission don't know that them. Okay, so you got. I don't know if you ever seen like the gauze, and it's kind of like that sponge. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They put in between, or some people layer the gauze, like make a thick part of the gauze.
Yeah.
If it's wet, then they put it and then they go over it, right?
Yeah.
And it'll form. And so when you get your gloves, you'll see them like in the back. If you go back when they were showing the back, what was Hamza doing? Hamza kept banging his knuckles like this. Like this. And it create that form, bro. Swear to God, bro. I watched Canelo do it and Bud do it in Vegas, bro. They do that shit. If you go back to a Bud fight and watch it when he take his shot, look at his knuckles. Same shit. And it's the states that do it. And the rules state if you have brittle hands, they have to oblige you. They can even wrap extra around your wrist, bro.
I've seen that in New York. I've seen that because some dudes just got thin wrists.
Right. And and the thing is, like, a lot of channels today was killing me with it because they were like, oh, the rules state this and that. Yeah, that's the overall rules where they supposed to cut the thing. They did cut it. But the thing is, what they not saying is the picture that you showing, that New York State Athletic Commission signature nigga got on there because they watched him wrap his hands.
Yeah, and then they marked each individual knuckle.
Yeah, they watched it, bro.
I was like,
they watched it.
They check each knuckle. I just thought before they would touch it and tell you to turn your hand over and then sign.
No, if you claim that you got brittle hands, they stand there and watch you do it. Like, watch you do it. You know how, okay, if you just wrapping your hand, say it's a regular fight, we don't got brittle hands, me, you, AC, right?
Yeah.
A guy from my camp could come watch you, and a guy from my camp, your camp, could come watch me.
Yeah, definitely.
When you say you got medical condition, somebody from the commission is in there.
Yeah.
The entire time. So that's why I be saying, like, how can you call it a cheat? You gotta know where you fighting at, bro. You think they just pick certain places, just pick, like, it's a real formality behind certain shit, bro. And like I said, I was on Instagram, I was on live earlier on Instagram. I was telling them, why you think Mayweather didn't want to leave fucking Vegas to fight, bro?
Yeah, why you think Canelo always wants his fights in Vegas?
Thank you. Even the fights with Bud, and I'm a Bud, man, I swear to God, you can go look, but I swear, nigga, it's down there like a whole new hand on top of a hand. But it's there. They can't, the United States of America, what they call it? The HIPAA law?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I got brittle hands. They can't question you.
Yeah.
The same way I can't question if you got a medical dog. I can't question.
And here's the thing. I was trying to have a conversation, right? And I was trying to tell this younger amateur fighter that, you know, in the conversation, that it was a bunch of all of us. And I was like, bro, you got to understand, once you get to a certain level, the limit, there is a limit of what you can put in your body, right? You can put all of these substances that some of them are banned. Some of them are banned with zero content, with zero limit. Some of them are banned with a certain percentage that when you're tested, you feel what I'm saying? So if it's a sport and everybody's looking for the advantage. This is why we have puncher's gloves. This is why we have new recovery advantages and using cryogenics and
Yeah.
some dudes if the state allows it and both fighters sign off on a contract that you can use a medical IV to help you recover but not rehydrate. You feel what I'm saying? Then
Mm-hmm.
fighters sign off to that, and it all gives everybody that advantages. Some of the greatest fighters push the limits of what you can do and what you can't do because they know they need these advantages. As that
Mm-hmm.
fighter gets old, the disadvantages grow. So you got to constantly keep keep up that same level. You
Right.
feel what I'm saying? When people talk about microdosing, you don't think every fighter at the top is microdosing something?
You don't know something? That's something I think about, but at the same time, I'm not for sure. But
Exactly.
but I ain't gonna lie. A part of me feel like every fighter has entertained it at one point. You get what I'm saying? Whether like I don't want to say every fight continues it, but say this
Exactly.
fighter did it
Big
to gain
fights,
muscle and strength, and then he just never did it no more. You get what I
big
mean?
fights, big things, shit happens. You feel what I'm saying? Um, I worked out. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm not the athlete Terrence Crawford is. I smoke. I used to drink. I be up all night and stuff like that, um, and all kind of crazy shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
But I wasn't the athlete as Terrence Crawford.
Right.
But for me, it was hard for me to put on weight, but the muscle mass was always easy for me to put on. You feel
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Because I could eat something, go to the gym and work out. I ate and I feel like, when I stepped on the scale, I put on 3 pounds. I go to
Mm-hmm.
the gym and work out, I lost 10 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, because muscle leaner than fat.
Exactly.
They say
So,
if you do it the natural way, and it's from a bodybuilder I used to talk to. He said if you do it the natural way, right, your body is only able to put on 1 liter of muscle a year. If you do it the natural way, this
exactly.
he was like, because your body spill off more protein than it absorbs. That's why they tell you eat this much protein. You ain't gonna
Yeah, you
use it
gotta you
all.
gotta have you gotta have a heavy protein diet. That's why
Right,
you have the protein shakes and everything else. You
right. But
feel
when
what
you
I'm
on
saying?
those steroids,
Now, here's the thing: you got all type of weight gaining regimens out here. You feel what I'm saying for bodybuilders? You
right.
got all type of supplements that'll pack protein and have you retain that protein so you can pack on the weight.
That's real.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
So when you take the stats of the average person, you look at medical journals, it'll tell you the average person would be able to put on that type of weight and muscle mass that Terrence Crawford put on. That should legitimately take about 2 years, maybe 2.5 years. The
Hmm.
average person, not being a high level athlete like Terrence Crawford. You take Terrence Crawford with some supplements, he could possibly do it, but it's not going to happen without certain supplements and maybe some other stuff. When
Right.
you're pushing the limits,
Right. And
you
not
feel?
only that, like some stuff you can get from food. That's where a dietitian come in.
Yeah,
Right. A dietitian is really a cheat code, bro. I
yeah.
know people hear dietitian they're like, oh, he help you lose weight. No, nigga.
No, a dietitian can help you put on muscle mass,
He's a
have you.
cheat code, bro.
Yeah, a dietitian can have people with cancer get dietitians because they have to put on weight. Some
For
people
real.
with diabetes get a dietitian because they have to maintain sugar balance and they want to know what can I eat
Right.
that is not going to spike my sugar levels, but give me something sweet.
Right.
I do have a sweet tooth.
Like they know everything, like even geography. So like,
Yeah.
what's my boy Herrera? The
Uh-huh.
one is training with not Berlin, Benavidez.
Yeah.
You know, they always saying everybody that get with him, they end up doing better. He be putting them on some shit. You know what I'm saying? But like, if you look at his regimen, like for instance, when I watched Herrera and Berlanga, the last fight he had or whatever, he took him out of his whole element, bro. That nigga brought him to the mountains and shit. He had him in the house with a the oxygen mask on. I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about. It's
Yeah.
a mask you can wear that like kind of restrict your breathing to open
Yeah.
your lungs up and shit. He had him like doing. He was like, and when I ain't here, you better have this motherfucker on. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
them
And they make
motherfuckers.
you run on that. They make you run on a treadmill with that shit on, bro. That shit is
Yeah, but
like
he
dying.
had the mountain brand one. I got one downstairs, bro. I swear to God. And you just
Yeah.
put it on, and they got these clicks. Like you click it to
Yeah.
restrict your breathing, and then your body get used to breathing like that. But then you eventually don't be tired no more. And what
Yeah.
happens is when you get in
Yo,
the
it's like
ring,
your lung
or
capacity.
yeah, bro, it's like you got more energy. You could last longer and shit. Your body just get used to it. And that video, he was like, "I don't care, I'm not here. Had this on." You know what I'm saying? Until about
Yeah.
7 o'clock. Like he was on his ass. He was like, and they was in the mountains somewhere, Denver or something. He was like, and then he was also telling like, you know, you be in Las Vegas, you be in on the West Coast, y'all got a lot of smog and shit in the air. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That shit fuck you up, bro. We
Yeah.
here, this is what we gotta work on. You know, you want
Poor
to
air
last 12
quality.
rounds.
Poor air quality. Is what will fuck a lot of fighters up. Where you looking at a fighter and says, yeah, he got fatigue issues. He just don't.
Yeah,
Because he's always training in a heavily populated area. That's why niggas tell you to go up to Big Bear. They tell you to
right,
go to
right.
Colorado and shit like that.
There
High
you go.
altitude.
And that's why where Bud at now?
Big Bear.
Colorado.
Yeah, Colorado.
In
Yeah.
Colorado, bro.
He know
And that's
he
why where Sugar Shane training facility at? Big
yeah,
Bear.
yeah.
That shit real, bro. That shit
Yeah,
real. And that
higher elevation does the same thing that mask does. You
facts.
feel what I'm saying? It restricts your breathing, so your lungs have to try to work harder to pull in more oxygen to feed the
Yep.
blood.
Yep.
So
And
you're
he had him on there.
expanding.
But everybody that Herrera fuck with, they be like, man, he got him on
Yeah.
that juice.
Yo, bro, that shit. People don't understand. When you breathe in properly, you are producing unlimited amounts of red blood cells.
Swear, bro.
You feel what I'm
That's
saying?
your life source.
These
That's
are
your
the things
win.
that carry oxygen and energy throughout the body. You
Yep.
you feel what I'm saying?
And
So
that was Deontay Wilder problem. Talking about I don't jump rope. I don't
yeah,
run.
bro, that then you gonna have issues. That's why in his last, the fights that mattered between him and Fury, you were breathing and trying to suck in oxygen
Yes.
after
He was
only
tired.
4 rounds, my nigga.
Swear,
Looking
bro.
like he was tired after the second round.
Sweating bullets. That's
So
why I be saying, bro, like it be a lot go into this shit, man. And like
yeah,
when you into a sport, like that's why I admire like football fans. They know the college, they know the daddy, they know who they train with to get to the fucking NFL. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And that's how I am with this boxing shit, bro. I pay attention to the little details, man. That's how I learned about the raps and all that shit. I'm like, hey man, how the fuck this shit don't, and I start like typing rules and I want to know that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. I do the
then
yo.
you learn that shit that every fucking state got their own shit. Like California say you not supposed to rehydrate over a certain amount of pounds now. Every state not like that though.
Yeah, every state not like that,
You see what I'm saying? It's not
and
the
every
same across the
state
board.
and every state carries out punishments different. This is why if a fighter does something fucked up, depending on the juice of the sanctioning body and the juice of the promoter,
Yeah.
you feel what I'm saying? They can move the punishment out of that state and then say, listen, we want to take this case to Nevada,
Yep.
or we
Yep.
want to
And
take
not
this
only
case
that,
to New York.
ain't fighters smoke weed, bro. And they never pop for weed, but it's certain states that just won't let it slide.
Oh,
Like
yo,
it's crazy, bro.
listen, how many years ago was it? I think it's been maybe. Well, I think I stopped watching MMA like that, dedicated, like maybe 2013. You,
Mm-hmm.
you feel what I'm saying? Prior to that, I was watching everything MMA from K1 to Pride to Limpe Stadium. You know, with the bald dude that from overseas that be headbutting dudes and all of that.
Yeah.
All bare knuckle headbutts and elbow. I mean, I used to watch all of that kind of stuff. You feel what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
um, for me, once I once I made the transition to really start focusing on boxing again, I was just like, you know, I I just want to see I want to see that those aspects that say, yeah, this is what the sport was about. This is what I forgot. This is what I left. Because I had left boxing for a minute prior to that. But don't mind me, I'm trying to remember the exact point I was trying to make
Hey,
because
hey.
I lost the thought because somebody walked by and you know when you just get
Right.
distracted for that hot second, it's like, God damn, I just lost my train of
But
thought.
now I'm with you on the which box to get back to what it was. I think we on our way to that. Yeah,
Yeah,
Casino had an interesting conversation where like and I don't think I ever got to say this Casino. I don't know if he's still there. I know he on mute. But Coach Malachi was going in on Shakur for saying what he said about Sugar Ray Robinson. And right before that, me and Casino was already talking. I was like, I don't evaluate these fighters and compare them to those guys. What I compare is like the tenacity.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And me and him was over there on coach stuff, and I was like, that's what I'm talking about. He was going off on Shakur, but he was teaching at the same time. The thing is, these guys with social media and things like that won't be buddy and shit. But back then, it wasn't about that. It was about being the best. They understood it was a sport,
yeah.
and it's a solo sport. This ain't a family sport. It's not a team sport. It's a solo sport. It's you. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you gotta look out for you. What do you want out the sport? Do you want to be the guy? You know what I'm saying? Or are you
The
trying to share the
training,
fame with everybody?
the
And that's the
training is the
difference.
team, the promotion is the team. But once you
Right.
step in that ring, it's you
It's
versus
you.
that guy.
You carry the team, bro.
Yeah,
You are the MVP. You are the guy that gets
yeah,
everybody paid. So like that's what I evaluate. So when people say like haggling and things like that, they was for self. Hey man, I'm the guy. I don't give a fuck about you. You know what I'm saying? I'm
like
that dude.
you can't. Here's the thing: those of us who are lucky to see multi generations of boxing, we understand. All right, I could be a huge fan of Terrence Crawford. I could be a huge fan of Andre Ward. I could be a huge fan of Floyd Mayweather. You feel what I'm saying? But
Right.
each one of them had their time.
Right.
No one was comparing Floyd Mayweather to Sugar Ray Robinson.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? They weren't even comparing them with Sugar Ray Leonard. The question was, do you think he could have beat Ray Robinson or Ray Leonard using that style? You
Nah.
feel what I'm saying? Then it came, um, then James Toney started to whatever, like really make a lot of noise. And then it
Ooh.
came to the argument of the boxing purists that we would sit around at barbecues and stuff because we didn't have the internet. So it was like
Right.
family gatherings and barbecues. And, if your man's in them was really good with boxing, who has the better Philly shell, James Toney or Floyd Mayweather?
Right. James Tony.
James Toney, hands down.
Hands
You feel
down,
what
bro.
I'm saying?
James Tony
Like,
was in your face with it, bro. You could touch it.
he'd be like right there and just be like, "What are you doing? What are you
That
doing?" Bing,
motherfucker was a
bing,
beast with
bah.
that shit. And that's what I'm talking about. That type of tenacity. And hold on. And it's the thing too. I'm glad you said that because I tell everybody, go look at James Tony face, right? When he doing his thing, right?
Yeah,
And then look at Floyd Mayweather face when he doing his thing. Tell me which one has zero fear.
yeah,
James Tony had zero fucking fear. His
yeah.
face didn't change. He was like, he understood it's a possibility I'm gonna get hit, and I don't fucking give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yep.
his face didn't change with all the movements he was doing. That step aside and be like, "Yock your ass." You know what I'm saying? Like,
And he would talk gorilla shit to you while he doing
why
it.
are you fighting, bro? That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a difference. But see, the thing about Mayweather was always a hybrid of like a James Toney, Sugar Ray Leonard, and a Sweet Pea.
Yeah, because he had that knockout power early on, and he
Yeah,
was knocking motherfuckers out with one hit of quitters. Like he had real knockout power.
yeah.
Like bro,
It
it
was I
wasn't
could tell.
volume punches with this dude. If he crack you solid, he could box, and if he crack you solid because he knew angles, you were
Right,
asleep.
right. Floyd was a hybrid, man. Like Floyd talk all that shit about old fighters, but he knew who he looked at. Even
Mhm.
even Roger even said it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like he was modeled after them. Like, cause see, the thing is about Sugar Ray, can he beat Sugar Ray? Man, Sugar Ray will box your ass, then turn to a monster in your ass at the same time.
he
Like that
broke
was the
your
thing.
pops. He broke your pops Philly show when your pops was
Yeah,
that nigga with the Philly show.
right. That's what I'm saying. Like he was a mon. He could box. But that motherfucker choose turn to a monster. He could turn to a monster. And but Sugar Ray was the one that had that balance where he knew how to get the crowd energized, but still maintain what he doing. You get what I'm saying? And that's what I loved about Sugar Ray. But when he wanted to go to war, that motherfucker show up and show the fuck out. That
Yeah,
motherfucker
and
like
beat
fuck
the
you,
shit out you.
fuck it right. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. Like he was multifaceted. Like nigga, I can
Yeah,
box, I can shoe shine, nigga,
like
and
you
I can beat
getting beat.
your ass.
You getting beat up by a handsome nigga. Like
Right, you hear me? Like what the fuck? You feel
get
me?
the
Yeah, don't let that coke and the smile shit fool you, nigga.
for
You know
real.
what I'm saying?
Got the little Sugar Ray had the little afro there. You feel what I'm saying?
I swear, bro. Like,
Like my
but I watch fighters and it's like they get. It's amazing because when I heard Shakur say that shit about Sugar Ray Robinson, I was like, "What the fuck are you
that nigga
talking
was
about?"
goofy,
And then
bro.
the thing is, he said it right after they were talking about the power for powerless, and I was like I
Yeah.
said, we was over there on coach shit, and I was so happy he said it because he was like, "Nigga, how you talk about shit about the nigga the power for powerless was made for?
Yeah.
Like, how are you talking shit, bro? Like, how are
And
you gonna say
him
that?
moving
Like,
one division, and I always tried to clear this up to dudes. They like, yeah, but like some dudes would try to argue with me and say it wasn't the fact, it was his style, not the fact that he was moving up in divisions. I was like, it was because he was moving up in divisions, bro. The fuck is you talking about?
man, that dude was
It wouldn't have
talented.
been pound for pound if he never left the same division.
Right? It was made for him. That
It
dude,
was,
I think, don't he got the most ring belts? This
uh,
dude,
I think so
because
because
you know
here
back
was
then that
another
was the
stat.
belt.
It was here was another stat. I was like, yo, when you look at the divisions, understand this about Ray Robinson moving up, and and this is why you guys got to keep missing me with this. He's jumping up 2 divisions because when Ray Robinson fought, there were no, there was divisions weren't there.
Yeah, little divisions, the little stuff, the in betweeners. That's what I call it, in
The
betweeners.
tweeners. You feel what I'm saying? So
Right.
the jump from 47, you literally jumping from 47 to 60 to 60.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So
Yep.
it's like, bro, come on, man. The dude was doing something that was amazing at
Not
the
only
time.
that, man, his
He was
greatest
constantly
attribute
putting on
was
at least 14 pounds every time he moved up.
facts. And his greatest attribute that never left, he could knock your ass out going backwards. That shit is fucking amazing to me, bro.
Yeah.
The way he used to box moving backwards, knock your ass. Like, how the fuck you do that, bro? To be able to have that type of leverage, man, that's crazy, bro.
Exactly, bro. And
That shit is crazy, bro.
I just used to laugh at dudes and be like, man, I don't even
That
think y'all
style of
understand
fight
what
barely
pound for pound
exists.
means.
I see Bud do it from time to time, like he did in that Earl fight, going backwards and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he did it often, bro. And when I heard Shakur say, if you took Sugar Ray Robinson and put him in today, I was like, he'll have a lot of you motherfuckers baffled. Like, what the fuck? You be walking up on that motherfucker, boy, punch coming. He ain't just gonna move backwards with his hands up, nigga.
Sugar
He
Ray
fighting.
Robinson's training regimen would break Shakur.
Man, have you ever seen when he was talking? That nigga said shit, he failed school because shit, he kept on going to the bathroom and he'll see a fight in his head. This nigga acting the damn fight out in his damn head.
Yeah.
at school in the bathroom and get in trouble for the shit.
That man, it's like, bro,
Like he was bred to be a boxer. That's all he gave a fuck about.
yeah. And you not that, because to be bred like that, there is a thirst to get hit and want to hit.
Right, bro. You hear me? This dude said I didn't fail school because I be hitting back in the day we used to have the string to pull the light.
Yeah.
That nigga said he'll be in the bathroom at the school hitting the string, bro. You can find it on YouTube. He said hitting the string, shadow boxing.
Beep, 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 beep,
fucking me up. I'm like, what? I was like, damn, bro. It was like, that's all I gave a fuck about. That nigga slept, shitted boxing, bro.
Yeah.
You can't help but be one of the great ones. Then if that's all that's on your mind, fuck bitches, fuck up, man. I gotta fight. Bye, bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all
you know what?
These
niggas in America don't want to fight me. I'm going to Mexico.
Right. You hear me?
And that's when going back and forth to Mexico and shit like that was real easy, and Germans actually had no problem with black fighters coming over there and fighting their cream of the crop.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right. That's because they had. Go ahead.
Look at what Ray Robinson did to Max Schmeling.
Right, but that was part of the agenda too, though. They was taking shit. They was watching. Like, all right. Like we for to learn from this shit. Yeah. We for to compete because Germany always wanted to compete in any fucking thing.
Exactly.
In anything. They always had to be a level where they could compete with anybody in the world, and that was part of their shit.
Germany was so political, which I don't think a lot of people. Because I'm a big history buff and shit like that, and I took basically like advanced placement, history when I was in high school and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Jesse Owens, right? Jesse Owens and Sugar Ray Robinson. People have no idea. Germany was telling them, listen, and Sammy Davis Jr. and I forgot the black singer that Madonna based herself out of, Josephine Baker.
Yeah, Josephine. She's from here.
Right?
Josephine, she's from St. Louis.
Those four people, if you go back in history, all of them existed all of them existed during the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They all went over to Germany to avoid persecution from America. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Germany had offered them, stay, we'll give you a stipend. They even wanted Robinson and what's the name to represent Germany in the Olympics and say America, because look, they won't even let you go into a diner.
Right.
They were courting them based on how racist America was against black people back then.
Mm-hmm.
Ray Robinson, in one of his memoirs, was like, "Yo, he seriously thought about it. He seriously thought about it. So did Jesse Owens.
I'm glad they did.
Josephine Baker became a part-time resident of Germany.
Yeah, now that I do know.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so did Sammy Davis. So did Sammy Davis. He had a part-time residency over in Germany and shit like that. But because they held on to their American pride and said, listen, I already performed for the US Olympics and stuff like that, they turned.
I'm glad they didn't though, because they'd have been,
they wouldn't have went in. They America would have probably
persecuted.
Exactly. You feel what I'm saying? But these are just interesting, like little.
Yeah, Germany started sports washing a whole lot of shit, bro. Like exactly. But they always wanted to be in level, in a range to be able to compete. That was always their thing. They always either had to be first or we gotta be fucking damn near there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They've always been like that, bro. Always, that's always been their thing. Ain't nobody better than us. And if somebody better than us, we damn near as good as them. Fuck that shit. We ain't finna get left in the dust. That was never their MO. Even with war. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. We gotta be number one. And to a certain degree, you gotta admire that. Like, fuck that. I'm not gonna be lost in the dust for nobody. You know what I mean? So
yeah, like look at when you go back in history. Russia's boxing program, Cuba's boxing program,
Mhm.
Ukraine's boxing program.
And
You
it's still called a program.
exactly, exactly.
It's still called a program, bro.
You feel what I'm saying? And then
Yes.
Japan's boxing program is based on an American fight that one of the first Japanese fighters fought. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
For
it's
boxing
just
carry their
like,
weight.
yeah. So it's like, bro,
Yep. That's a fact, bro.
I I'm a fan of boxing, but I do love the history of boxing, and I would be, like a kid in a candy store if I ever went to the International Boxing Hall of
I
Fame.
swear. I
You
swear. That's one of my things.
you feel what
Swear.
I'm saying? That's for me. That's like a bucket list
Me
type of
too.
situation because you know um, I just I have that appreciation for the sport. I have that appreciation for the history because uh, Slick will tell you boxing is like cooking, especially when you especially when you get to the level of being a chef. It's
Right.
all on you, even as a cook. When you work that station and the pastas that are coming out that station, that's all on you. So
I
it's
don't give a
you
fuck.
versus the pan versus the food.
Everything, bro. You got a crew of 21 motherfuckers. Let something don't be right. It's you.
Yep. It's
It's
easy
you.
to
And now
point
that crew
out.
of 21 motherfuckers, bro.
And
It's you. And when they say, when them people come back, because I used to work for Boeing where they make the fighter jets. So like I had to learn everybody nationality, what they eat, things like that. So when them people came back and negotiate and they catered to them, shit, you wanted to hear that name. Hey, that what we had last time, what was his name? I ain't gonna say my name, but Slick. Yeah, we want him. We want
yeah,
him.
yeah,
They don't say the crew who did. You know what I'm saying? I would
yeah,
tell them, hey, they got us and everybody clap. But like at the end of the day, it fall on your shoulders, bro. And
yeah,
you'll be the one to get dealt with, bro, if
yeah.
it's
That's
all bad.
the way I was trained or the way I was raised in this cooking shit. It's you put your name on every dish you make.
Yep.
So you better cook that shit like you're cooking it for your mama, your girl, the chick you've been wanting to hump on for like the
Yeah, they,
last
they
three
don't they don't know
years.
about that. The plate, everything matters, bro.
Yeah. So it
Everything matters, bro. The way
and
you
that's the
plate it and everything.
and that's the same thing with boxing. Everything matters. Were you trained on how to cut off the ring? How smart are your feet? And a lot of that shit don't mean nothing if you ain't got conditioning right.
And if you ain't got the right training partners, bro.
You
If
feel
you
what
ain't
I'm
got the motherfuckers you sparring partners that gonna push you, it don't
Yeah,
mean shit.
exactly.
It don't mean nothing. If you see a picture if you see a fighter that fought 5 fights, and in that photo you see the same sparring partners, bruh,
He ain't growing.
he ain't growing. He ain't growing. He ain't growing. I promise to God, bro. At all.
And this is why Larry Holmes had nothing, nothing. And Ali basically had nothing for the Spinks brothers or
Right.
Mike Tyson. These
Yep.
niggas just came in with styles that wait, your feet, wait. Your feet ain't supposed to do that.
Right. What
Because
is
who
that?
was Ali's main sparring partner? Larry Holmes.
Barry Holmes.
Who was Larry Holmes' main sparring partner? Muhammad Ali. So what you know is what you realized with him. You feel what I'm saying? So if one
Facts.
of the Spinks beat him, what made you think you was gonna beat one of the Spinks?
That's right. But AC, I'm gonna leave it right there, fam.
Yeah, bro. Good cook.
Right on, man. I appreciate you. I'll be
Yeah,
back
on to
up.
the next one, bro.
Likewise. See, no, I don't know. You sounded sleepy, man. But I'm finna get up out of here, man. I appreciate you coming up, bro. Yeah, my guy sleep, man. He gotta be knocked out. You sounded tired. But nonetheless, man, thank y'all for getting up here, man. Hitting that like button, man. Everybody who shared that, I appreciate you. Big ups to y'all, man. Real talk, Zai. I saw what you were saying. He said Belanga team watched them get wrapped. So I guess it's good. Now that the commission was in there, bro. You can't that shit don't get signed by them. You know, the ref don't sign that. That's the commission too. You know what I'm saying? Ryan once said USADA You need to do. Yep, I agree with it. You know what I'm saying? James Tony was something else, man. Damn right he was. Still a joy to see. You hear me? You know what I mean? Show him some love on Instagram. He rap back with everybody, bro. Real talk. He does say, peace, fellas, man. Peace to you, fam. I appreciate you come hanging out, man. I see y'all on the next one, all right? I'm your boy Slick 50. Talker SD, man. You just came in when I'm moving out. I'm finna get up out of here, man. But catch me on the next one, fam. Appreciate you coming through. Hit that like button, though. Real talk. On the way out the door. I'm out of here, y'all. Deuces. Right on. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Talker SD.